Check, check, check. Mic check, check. Mic check. Check, check. There we go. Check. Mic check. Mic check. What's up, you guys? I'm trying to get this mic right, man. Trying to get the mic right. Hold on. Check. Can you guys hear my mic? Check, check, check. Check, check. What's up with my mic? I should do all this before I go live, man. Oh boy. Check. I don't even know if my audio's working. Let me make sure my audio's working properly. Welcome back, you guys, to the Thrilla with the gorilla. Stone Paxton, Jaguar, Wright. Hold on. Stone Paxton, Jaguar, Wright. The Thrilla with the gorilla. Look, she went live again. I told y'all, y'all tell my own Stone, be nice. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna let these internet bullies have their way on my name to try to change the algorithm. It's not gonna happen. So we're back with the Thrilla with the gorilla. Hold on now. I hope you guys are having a great afternoon, everybody. Hope your afternoon is good and you guys are doing good. And give me a second. 1 second. Sorry. Let's see. Un momento. Almost there, you guys. Just give me a few seconds. Here we go. It's the Thrilla with the gorilla today. We're going to keep this going. And like I said, I'm a positive person, but I will not allow internet bullies. Just not going to allow it. Not going to get down on it. We'll wait for some more people to get in here. And then we'll break it all down. Hold on. Give me 1 second. All right. Welcome back to the Thrilla with the gorilla. Yeah, that's it. That's what we're going to call it. Because, I guess she think she going to keep running her play on Stone Paxton. We're going to have fun with it, y'all. And so I get a call this morning from my partner in business, my brother and partner in business. He's like, here's my thing. People in my circle, even if they're not my real brother, they're my brothers. And in the music industry, it's a band of brothers. We all stick together respectfully, understand? So Meech calls me this morning. Jag hits Meech up. See, I'm going to show y'all something because Meech was really trying to make peace. Now, little did we know that initially that day that Jag did that first live with her and Gene, I had no idea. Like earlier that day, Jag probably didn't even know that Meech had called me and asked me to produce half of her album. When he called me, he said, I'm working on Jag's album. I want you to work with me on it, do half the album. You know, we chopped out. I said, whatever you want to do. I said, man, she's talented. She's talented. I said, let's go, Meech, let's do it, right? So her not knowing, because she gets out here and she just kind of does whatever she feels like she wants. Give me a second. She gets out here and she does whatever she feels like she wants in disregards to anybody, right? Not knowing that somebody that cared for her is on the phone and we're assembling a concept of putting this peanut-headed woman's album together, right? But she's so caught up in herself, she can't even see that she was being looked out for, right? She was completely being looked out for. But that same day, and this is crazy how this goes, because I'd never thought about it until now. That same day, she had no idea there was a phone call earlier that morning that Meech had with me about us putting her album together. This peanut-headed girl later on that day goes live on Paperwork's channel talking about me, not even respecting my relationship with Meech, which she has a relationship with. And Meech and I have a relationship that goes back years. Instead of her saying to Meech, you know what, Meech, you know, well, first of all, if my name was mentioned, she should have never even went live with it. It's almost like when Meech was telling her, you know, Stone, I got my boy Stone, we're going to do your album. She took that as a free fall. Yeah, I'm just going to go, oh, Stone. Yeah, Angie Stone, Stone. Oh, that's that dude. Let me go and troll his name. Instead of her respecting both of our people that we have in common, going, I respect Meech. She didn't. What she did was she said, I'm going to troll Stone and make some money off of his name. Disregarding her relationship, by the way. Totally disregarded her relationship with Meech, right? She texted Meech this morning, said 4 questions, and Meech immediately went in on her. Like, don't come at me like that. I already told you about my people. I already told you about my people, and come correct. And the person you saying negative stuff about is my people, and he's good people. Now, I want y'all to understand, every time Jag has a problem, there's one person she always calls to help her clean up her issues, and it's my people. That's the difference between myself and you other content creators. My people is the one that was saving her ass every time. When she gets scared and she run, she go in different places and people after her, she called my people crying and whining like a baby for them to help fix her issues and to look out for and make sure there's people that's watching her back. That was my people's. The same people that love on her respectfully that was trying to help her. When she comes to Vegas, she stays with my people. See, that 6 degrees of separation is real. That 6 degrees of separation is only 6 degrees between you and a relations to somebody, or you and somebody that's connected to somebody major, powerful, influential. 6 degrees of separation. She didn't think about that. See, most of the people she trolled are in the industry of people that's not going to get online and get her back and troll her back like me. Like me, I'm like, I don't have time, but I do. That's why I do this in the morning. I don't have time, but I do. I make time to get on her and give her exactly what she likes. And y'all keep saying, oh, you're going to blow her up. You're giving her too much attention. No, I'm giving her what she needs. She needs somebody to put her in her place spiritually and understand that you can't just go troll everybody. And there's just some people that are not going to allow you to do that. Let me tell y'all something. When she did that little play with the recording, there's so many plays that can be ran too with you, Jack. What if I get that video from Meech, you showing your saggy breasts on recording with him sitting there and your breasts sitting there, you trying to, you know, run your play on Meech, try to get him in the bed like you do everybody else. What if I get that video from Meech and just put that online, showing your saggy grandma boobs dropping down to the ground and you all in the camera trying to, you think you're going to finesse Meech to get up in the bed with you? Nah, because you want to control men. And you think them saggy ass breasts is going to get a man all in love with you gonna get a man hollering at you. Who would even want to even mess with it? The only kind of situation is gonna probably rock with you is gonna be a female that's just like you. That's why you got your female trolls up in my channel. Yeah, you send them over here, and all y'all got saggy boobs. That's why y'all get along. You understand what I'm saying? So if I got the video from Meech, oh, that's right. You didn't know you was being recorded, huh? How does it feel? What if I post that video? You disrespected Meech, and you know you did. When you hit him up this morning talking about 4 questions, like you trying to create this dissension between Meech and I to get us to turn against each other. You think you are that smart? You talking about an OG. You're talking about 2 OGs. You talking about a cat that's well respected in the music industry. And I am too. And you know that. So why would you try to run a play on somebody that protects you? Now, mind y'all, this woman calls Meech for protection when she's scared and she's running and she don't have nobody. You understand what I'm saying? She calls him. He has to pull things into play with his people to protect her. Don't believe the hype. She just ain't out here swinging bats on her own. She had people that truly respected her for her talent and not all that crazy stuff. But she wants to come and attack me. So we're going to play this game. We're going to play hardball because I got levels of this, Jag. And all I'm asking you to do is stop talking about me. Keep talking. I'm going to keep talking. And that's just how we're going to run the play. Because you ain't going to get away with running that game on me. You did it with too many celebrities. I'm not letting you do it with me. You understand what I'm saying? The move you made this morning was a wrong move. 4 questions. What questions you got to ask Meech? Nothing, because you disrespected him when you did what you did. When he put you on the phone with me on camera, you recorded me and him. So you're supposed to have respect for him? No, you don't. You don't have respect for Meech. You're pretending. You want to finesse Meech to get free music. Then you don't even tell people he produced the records. You just play the music, don't even talk about it. Don't say, oh, this is produced by Demetrius Shipp Sr. You don't say nothing. You know, you give people they respect. You call them to protect you. How come you don't get online, talk about, hey, he produced my music thanks to Meech? You might have said it one time. You need to be saying that shit every time. You want to be so powerful on YouTube. But you stepped on the wrong people. You've been stepping on the wrong people. You see, some of the bigger people you talk about, they're just not going to get online and do this with you. They don't have the time. I don't either, but I'm making the time just for you. That's why I call it the Thrilla with the gorilla, not the Thrilla in Manila. It's the Thrilla with the gorilla, because that's exactly what you act like, a wild ass gorilla running around here doing all this crazy shit you do, disrespecting your people with them saggy ass boobs. Sorry, y'all. The Thrilla with the gorilla. Stone Paxton and Jaguar Wright. Yeah, we facing off, baby. We're facing off, man. You're not going to keep doing this. It's better if you just go talk about music or something. Go talk about being into women. That's okay if that's your thing. Talk about that. Even the gentleman that you have under you, you treated this man bad, distorted him, tried to turn his family against him. Soon you will lose him. Of course, you'll probably find another. There's a lot of people just believing your bullshit. So you'll find somebody else that you can get to dummy down. This brother, you can't dummy him down. He actually cared about you. The guy that's with you, Odell, he cared about you. You running plays on Odell too. You done got him caught up in all your stuff. You don't love him, because if you loved him and respected him, you wouldn't even disrespect him. You definitely don't love Meech. You come in Vegas, you stay at his house, you show up late to the studio. You make everything about yourself. And you came and fucked with Stone Paxton for no reason. So we on a mission, baby. Oh, we gonna ride this one. When you stop, I stop. It's simple. You want the Thriller with the gorilla to stop? You stop, I stop. When you say my name, I keep going. I have the right to speak on you speaking on me. And for all those in my comments that will say, Stone, don't speak on her. Oh, we're going to ride this one. Because she didn't think about chess. She was playing checkers. When you play chess, you watch the moves closely. Your saggy ass boobs. You think you showing your breast thinking men interested in that. From the neck down has no looks. From the head up do. So when that head is attached to it, it ain't that attractive. Yeah. You send your trolls to you sent the troll to my channel this morning and they talked about my hair. It's like all y'all can do is talk about my hair. Find some new shit to talk about. Find some new shit to talk about. I mean, come on, man. Is that it? Is that all you got? Yeah, it is. Because your foundation is built on bullshit. You can't run a play because you don't know how to play. I wish every celebrity would get online and do the same thing I'm doing. Boy, oh boy, wouldn't that just be cold-blooded and hit you in your pockets? You see, I know about 6 people that's in the process of putting lawsuits against you. About six people right now I had conversations with that are preparing lawsuits to go after you that I personally know. Now, I don't know about the other lawsuits you might have. I'm just showing you the kind of stuff that you have created. Because people are tired of you just taking their names and throwing it out there like you can do that. And nobody's going to check you on that. The Thrilla with the gorilla. And I'm going to say it again. That's what it's called, y'all. Stone, Paxton, Jaguar, Wright. The Thrilla with the gorilla, because that's the spirit you carry. So I'm going to treat you like one. I even got some bananas right here waiting for you when you get to Vegas. You're not going to disrespect Meech. You're not going to do it. You're not going to disrespect Meech. You're not going to do it. And you know that. And you know he's the kind of person that you can't just run those kind of plays on. That's how disrespectful she is, y'all. She would actually disrespect the person that she calls to protect her. Y'all know if she's disrespecting the people that's calling her, that she calls to protect her, she don't care about nobody. Because we all need some kind of protection. She getting him caught up in her bullshit too. On top of that, that's inconsiderate. You calling him for help? Somebody's after me. You know, these people, please. And then he make his move, make a call, and everything is you good. But then you getting him caught up in your mess because he cares about you. He looks out for you to protect you. But with disregard, you completely disrespect like you always do. The carpet's being pulled from under you. Stop playing, man. You stop playing, we good. And we still got love for you. When you clear all that negative energy up, you still got a place to come to record records to get your shit back on track with your music. We just ain't gonna play these games. You tearing people down over here, you're messing with people over there, you're turning people. We ain't playing them games. And most of all, the people in your circle, you also want to destroy and have us going at each other. Now, thank God that Meech is very knowledgeable, that Meech is very common sense, and he's an OG, and he know the game. He know the streets. He know the little sideways hustles with the mouth. Thank God he's that kind of guy. If he was a young dude, you probably would have been able to run a play on him and have him and I at each other. But he's smarter than that. Way smarter than that. And I'm smarter than that. And that play you ran, baby, it didn't. And you thought it was going to work, didn't you? Hey, Jack, hold up. You thought it was going to work, didn't you? You really believed by being negative about me to Meech was going to work. You really thought. That's the craziest part about it is how you thought it was going to work. Like you had calculated like, yeah, so I'm going to say this to Meech. I'm going to turn Meech against Stone, and I'm going to turn Stone against Meech. I'm going to have them fighting, and I'm going to disappear in the wind. The smart ones know. The smart ones know. We know. We know. Where's my mods at? I see my mod, one of my mods in there. Where's my mods at? Make sure we keep this room clean with any of the Jaguar lights coming up in here trying to do their stuff. Listen, the smart ones know. Oh, the smart ones know. We're always 200 steps ahead. Forget the 20. Smart ones know. You know, next thing we know, she'll be talking about another person, making something up, making people believe. And for the ones that believe what she says, You guys deserve everything that's coming to you when she flips on you and switches up on you. You deserve that. I mean, that is her MO, right? That's what she does. She flips on people and she makes it seem like she's cool with you, and then all of a sudden she's your enemy, and she's online talking about you because you won't listen to her. I'm just trying to imagine if I was on camera with her. She didn't show me the saggy boobs. I probably would have just clicked. But I'm just trying to imagine how you think that's attractive to show your shit to drop down to your knees, and a guy is gonna be like, ooh, 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 ooh. Ain't nobody interested in no saggy boobs. Go get it lift up. Get that lift up. After you get a new hair hat, and you good. Lift it up, hair hat, put some makeup on, and then show them saggy boobs. Then you might be all right. What? Hold on. Somebody said something. Hold on. Hey, y'all, I know you guys probably will say, and some in the comments are going to come in and say, Stone, leave it alone. Stone, let it go. You're better than that. Yes, I am. That's not the point. The point of me being better than that's not what this is about. This is strictly about a person who has been attacking people at least a good 4 or 5 years. Am I wrong? It's got to be a good 4 or 5 years. This girl has been on a roll, like rolling the bowling ball. She's been on a roll. She hasn't cared about hurting nobody's feelings. She has not cared about emotionally hurting somebody. Man, this girl hit me up. Let me read something to y'all. This is no joke. I'll read this. This is what somebody sent me. Now, I'm only going off of what they sent me. Y'all know me. They sent me this about Jag. No BS. Okay? Let me find it. Okay, this is what she said. She said, she sent me a picture of this girl that's called Lamisha Fuller. And let me read to you what this young lady said in my inbox. She said, this is one of Jag's victims. Jag was working with Diddy. Now, allegedly, because I'm only reading what she said. Jag was working with Diddy as a sex worker, beating and performing essays on blank. Well, above is Lamisha Fuller, she says, one of Jag's victims, who is now a grown woman who survived and knows how much of a monster Jag really is. This is what Jag has been trying to hide. This is what the young lady said to me. I'm only reading what she said. You understand? She has a problem with people who are light because she is so full of darkness. This lady said, I mentor Lamisha and help her cope with what was done to her as a child. I apologize if you didn't want me to show my screen to show this message. I'm sorry. I apologize. I just realized I did that, and I don't know if you wanted me to do that. She said, there is a lot that you have no idea about, Stone, about Jag, but she knows that I know, and she is intimidated by my presence. Although we share the same birthday, we are not the same. She said, you needed to know this. She said, I'm glad that you are open to receiving this information because it's a lot. She said, I'm a threat because of the information that I know and my spiritual connection combined. They have been trying to silence me and then trying to, unlife me, but I fear for no one. It's really them that fear me. She says, I carry my blank blank on me daily. In this life of sin, people are angry of my accuracies in my spiritual gifts, plus my spiritual ranking. She said, I am an ascended master 333. I am walking karma, good, bad, ugly, and in indifference. People are intimidated by my spiritual ranking and what my purpose is here. I'm only reading you what was told to me. I mean, it's been a lot of messages in my inbox. People are sending me about Jag and how she operates. But a lot of people didn't know that I actually was closer to the Jag situation than not because of our connection in the middle on the music side. So this is what people have been saying. I wasn't privy to all of this drama before Angie passed away. All the derogatory stuff she said about Angie being a pedophile. When I heard that, man, Angie being a pedophile, what are you talking about? Are you crazy? Are you nuts? Usually people that reflect things like that are the people that are doing exactly what they're trying to reflect on other people. She reflected this negative energy about Angie when that's really who she is. Because why would I put something in my mouth about somebody if I'm not doing it? Why would I even, where do you concoct a concept of talking about somebody and saying things that you haven't done? If I say you're a thief, more than likely I'm a thief, and I'm just trying to hide it by running the play. So if I say, man, they're thieves, man, but in reality, I'm the thief, and I'm just trying to convince you guys that that person is a bad person. This is what I love about Buddhism. We don't look at bad, good, or indifference. We don't look at none of that. We just live. We live. We live. That's why it's so peaceful. People asked me one question the other day. Somebody said, how are you dealing with all this and still maintaining your everyday work, Stone? How are you dealing with this? People been beating up on you on the internet. And I tell them one thing: Buddhism, my meditation. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be able to, I wouldn't be able to deal with it. I'm just going to be honest. I have a way of dealing with it because I'm a Buddhist and I meditate. But this information that comes to me, I could write a book about all this stuff that's been shared with me about Jaguar Wright. I could write a book called the Thriller with the Gorilla, part 1 through 8, or part 1 through 108. Because the stuff that's been shared with me is so deep that I just was like, I'll pick and choose what I'm going to talk about. And I wouldn't be saying any of this had she not started fucking with me. All I was doing was being left alone. I said that to paperwork. I said that to this strategic weird ass girl online from the UK that was posting videos on her little spot to get views, and she's saying I was a clout chaser, but yet she was clout chasing me. Make some sort of balance, common sense. You call me a clout chaser, but you clout chasing my name. That's retarded. So when you look at Jag's whole motive for existing is based on drama, I don't get it. Like, I'd rather have a friendship with you, not to manipulate you. But if I have friends with 200 people, I'm friends with all of them. But when I go into trying to manipulate them, what's my real point in doing that? Why am I wanting to control them at that level to where it's not even making any sense? Why do I need that much control? Check, mic check, mic check. Make sure my mic is acting right. You know what I'm saying? Why do I need? I don't even know if my mic is really seeing this right. I think it is. Hold on, you guys. Check. Mic, check. I think so. Well, I guess so. If you guys couldn't hear me, you probably would have already said something. But y'all know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, yeah, hit them likes, y'all. Come on, yeah, get them likes up. Give me some hearts and stuff, man. Let's, we're in the middle of a deep conversation. Hit those likes, man, and share the channel. So my thing is Jag does not obviously want peace with anybody. It's not just Stone. She's created a negative energy with somebody that cared about her, somebody that produced her record, that was bringing her to the table so we could help her. And she still disregarded what he was trying to do to make peace. And he saw my move. He saw I was like, okay, whatever we got to do. She disregarded the peacemaking and went on that live that night and tried to, they Jag. And I've never met Gene Deal in my life, so I want y'all to know that too. Never met the brother. Now I got people close to me that know him, that's friends with him. So if I needed to talk to Gene, I could call somebody and say, put him on the phone, which eventually I will do, because I just want to ask Gene, like, have we ever met each other? And I know he's going to say, no, Stone. I'll say, okay, well, man, listen, I ain't got no problem with you. So Please, man, just do me the favor. I mean, if we're gonna talk on each other, let's know each other and let's know some about each other. That's a fact. Let's have a fact. If you're gonna talk negative on the person, not just say it, but as they say, have the receipts. If I'm gonna speak negative on you, I need receipts, or it's just talk. Because people make up stuff about people all day long. All day, crazy stuff. You hear it all the time in your personal lives, not just on YouTube. We're all dealing with somebody that is making up a lie about some of us. Somebody mad right now because somebody in the neighborhood said something bad about them and it's not true. And right now, everybody tripping out. We all deal with this. All I'm saying is be careful about the information we share. If you don't have no proof of somebody doing something, then why are you even talking about that person? So Jags never met me. And for those coming into my live again and again and asking me, why am I talking about her? Why am I giving her that much energy? What I'm telling you is when someone speaks negative on me, I'm going all in. You don't know me. I don't care who you are. If you don't know me and you're talking about I did this and did that, where's the proof? I haven't done anything to you. And what is the point? Once again, I respect if you say, I'm doing this for the views. I'll be like, hey, okay, that's real. And I'm cool with that. I mean, that's as solid as it gets. I'm doing it for the views. Instead of making it like, I want y'all to believe what I'm saying about Stone Paxton. Y'all got to listen to me. This, that. And for the cuckoos that follow her, they believe it. That's why they come over to my channel and they leave comments about my hair. Some of the stupidest stuff. Like, who cares about my hair? Y'all really must love my hair. Are you going to bed thinking about me and waking up thinking about me? What's the point? Hey, and know that anybody that comes in my channel saying anything crazy, you will be blocked. I'm just letting you know. This will be your last live. If you come into my channel saying negative stuff, just know that this will be your last live because you will be blocked. Say anything negative, derogatory, you up out of here. About me. Now, if y'all want to discuss with each other and go back and forth, I'm cool with that. Just don't be on my channel talking crazy about me because why come here? You could just stay at home, turn the computer off, and go talk to yourself and do that shit. You understand what I'm saying? My glasses look crooked. Y'all didn't tell me. Y'all didn't tell me I had this in my eye, y'all. Why didn't y'all tell me that? Yeah. So this Jag thing, you know, I saw that she went live. I don't follow her channel, and then somebody hit me and said Jag is live, and I'm like, oh my God, here we go, here we go. And I spoke to Meech this morning because we got a session today. We got a session today, so he hit me up early in the morning. He was very disappointed that here she is still. Why would you message him early in the morning, messaging Meech? 4 questions. 4 questions what? You shouldn't even be messaging. Wait, saying, hey, I apologize for disrespecting Stone. But first of all, I apologize, Meech, for disrespecting you by disrespecting Stone and going on Paperwork TV and disrespect and lying on Stone. Some content creators are piecing it together. They didn't put 2 and 2 together. You understand what I'm saying? You want to be Angie Stone. You're another one. You might as well call you Shayna Wright. If we're gonna start calling you Shayna Wright, because you're another one. You might as well have been in Angie's camp because you act just like Shayna. You want to be Angie. That's why I was talking to Odell about me helping you with a residency in Vegas. Nigga, please. You a residency? Your resume does not match to Angie Stone's resume. Your resume does not even compare to an Angie Stone. Now, we might be able to throw 10 people on a bill with you and make it work, and you might be the opening act. But headlining a residency in Vegas, nigga, please. You ain't ready for that. Nah, you ain't ready for that. You're not ready for a Vegas residency. The Boys and Girls Club residency, you're ready. You're ready. And I'm not disregarding you as a neo soul artist. I'm just keeping it 100. You want to be Angie. You want to make this about you and somehow bring yourself into the Angie Stone sector as somebody to be reckoned with on the level of Angie. No, she created the music you do. Boys and Girls Club, you could sell that shit out probably 3 weeks in a row. But a residency in Vegas, nah, it ain't happening. You're not, I don't even know what made you think. And here's the crazy part about it. I actually would have went if things were good and you didn't play that play you did, and Odell had asked me the same way he did, I would have said, okay, let's go make something happen for Jack. I actually would have went to make something happen for you. I would have went and put something together. I would have actually found you a low-key residency. It might not have been on the level that Angie's was going to be on, but I would have gotten you one. But because you play so many games, you didn't see the blessing and what Meech was trying to put together for you. What Demetrius Shipp Sr. was trying to put together for you. You didn't even see the blessing. It was bigger than the music he did for you. He knew that. You didn't realize what he was really trying to help you with. I could have easily sat down and put together something with a residency and really locked something in Vegas. I could have done it. I could have taken it to the right people and made it happen. You can't. But you can't even see the blessings that come to you. You can't even go, let me shut my mouth for a moment to let God bless me. Because you say you believe in God, right? So you can't believe in light and dark at the same time. You can't even let your blessings happen because this big mouth gets in your way every time. So you missed a possible residency. So when Odell hit me and said, Stone, I want to talk to you about some other stuff like, residency and stuff, I was with it until you went on that live and you played a recording on me and you talked about me and said all this stuff. Why do I want to help somebody that still don't have her brain together because it's calculated off of money? You can make way more money with the stuff that I was going to line you up with. You can make way more money with what Meech was lining you up with. But you are your worst enemy. And you use men and you use women. And believe me when I tell you, listen, the day is going to come to where you're going to look around you. It's not going to be anybody there. Nobody. Nobody to pick up your phone call. Nobody to talk to. And then what you going to do then? Because you ran all the good people away. And the people that could potentially be in your corner, you ran those people away that helped you build your channel. Help you build the new dynamic of awareness of who Jaguar Wright was. Nika, listen, when you were at your top, I would have been dropping records. Here's another record. Here's another record. Here's a single. Here's a record. You wasn't even smart to drop records. You believe your own hype. Measured Man just left a donation to my channel. Let me read his message real quick, you guys. Give me a second. I like to give respect to those that are giving respect to me. So let me read his message really quick. Hold on. I don't know why my sorry, you guys. I'm just trying to find the video. Okay, here we go. I think. Okay. So let me read this message. The donation, if I could find it on here. I don't see it. So I'm just going to have to read it from here. Hold on. Okay, Measured Man says she is addicted to attention and substances with a dark heart. To each their own. The God I serve, unlike her, don't play about me. Amen. Measured Man, thank you, brother. And I'm sorry I had to break away and read that. Thank you, brother. Thank you for that, because that's the truth. And hopefully she's watching this and she can read exactly what you said, because she has to be responsible. We all of us answer to our faith and what we believe in. God, Jehovah Jah, Yahweh, Buddha, whatever we believe in, we have somebody to answer to. And you are 100% correct. But at the end of the day, there is only one God. Doesn't matter, y'all. So he is 100% correct. Measured Man, I appreciate you for that comment, brother. And I'm hoping she was in here yesterday, but I blocked her. So the only way she would be in here today is if she goes into somebody else's channel and watches what I am saying. And I'm saying this out of love. I really want this young lady to get her head together. And while she has a chance to get things back right, she can. But she's got a lot of apologizing to do. What I would do is just create a live and get a whole list and start apologizing to everybody that I have spoken about negative. You got to understand, this woman has had people that's really wanted to put their hands on her, people that she know and some people that she don't even know that have really wanted to get at her. When you got that much confusion, it's kind of scary, because imagine this: if anything happens, who's going to know who did anything to you? Because you created so many enemies, you don't know who's your enemy anymore, which is why you hear her saying she got to be careful everywhere she goes. She got to change locations. Imagine walking out of your house, and as soon as you go to Walmart, somebody is saying, hey, that's Jaguar Wright. And they picking up their phone doing this. Now you know her location because somebody's recording her. Imagine that, because you created so much negative attention around you that everywhere you go, people already know who you are. They don't even know you in a positive way. And then some people want to try you. Some people actually want to try you because they're like, oh, that's her. Oh, they talk all that crap. There's some females that would just be like, let's go. Why do you want to live a life like that? Who wants to live a life like that? That's not living. That's death. You're just walking dead. That's a walking dead life. In the spiritual realm, you are literally alive, but you're in zombie mode because you put dark spirits on your life. Who wants that? I mean, who does that, man? Like, I don't know. It's just, I think about it and it's crazy. And this is why I know Odell's not going to be with her that long. And she'll find another Odell, and that's okay, because Odell will be cool, because as soon as he gets rid of her or lets her go, his life will be better. Because if you think about it, before there was an Odell, he didn't have all these problems. He didn't have these problems until he took this woman into his life and tried to help her. Then her problems became his problems. And that's kind of what I didn't want. So even out of respect, when Meech called me, and I say again, Demetrius Ship, I don't want y'all to be confused. Demetrius Ship Sr., aka Meech, known in the music industry. When Meech called me and said, I never said nothing negative. Meech will tell you. If he was here, he'll tell you. When he said, hey, I'm working on Jag's album. I want you with me on half the album. I immediately said yes. I could have said, Meech, man, she crazy, man. I didn't even say that. I said, cool. I said, man, she's talented. Let's go. I'm on board. So shows you the kind of person I am. I didn't bash her, even though her online history is negative. Oh, let me read this. Thank you for the donation. Street Talk Daily. Why you donate, girl? Street Talk Daily said she spoke death on my life and did not know me. She reported us to Facebook, and she says, I got her tonight. She says, I got her. What am I in Facebook? She says, she also said, I got her tonight at 6 p.m. Who in their right mind would ever want to be heard? Are you going tonight live, Street Talk Daily? Are you going tonight live also? Please leave in the comment if you are. I know we talked and you said you were. Street Talk Daily is one of my mods. She's going to go live tonight too. She had issues with Jag. Sharon, aka Mecca. I'm sorry, you guys. So we were on, I forgot, Gigi. Sharon was on Gigi's channel. She called me. People were in the comments saying, oh, that's Jag on the phone. So I say to Sharon, aka Mecca, I said, hey, show your face so they can stop saying you're Jag. That's kind of how all this got started. And Jag heard me saying that. And then somebody told, I think Paperwork TV told her, Stone's talking about you. And it turned into a whirlwind of things. She doesn't like Street Talk Daily, which is ran by the owner, which is Sharon, which is a friend of mine who wrote for Angie, aka Mecca is her name, and people know her as that. So Jag was really after her for a while because Jag was trying to say she's trying to be her. Jag, who wants to be you? Nobody want to be you. Whoever decides to be you, they're a day short of trouble. I'm just saying. Now, the similarities in the voice, maybe, but trust me, nobody wants to be you. But Jag really believed that Sharon was trying to be her. She believed this. She even told me on the phone. Yeah, you got that girl and she did you and you trust her and she trying to, yes, she was trying to be me. Yes, Stone, she was. And I was like, and I just listened to her. I entertained. I said, really? I said, I'm gonna have to talk to her then. Yeah. She said, yeah. And then how she did you. And I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just letting her talk. I didn't believe none of the bullshit. I'm just letting her think I'm listening to her BS because she doesn't like Sharon. So I didn't get on the conversation about Sharon. I left it alone after she kept trying to talk about it. But there was a big situation with her and Sharon, aka Mecca, Street Talk Daily. She didn't like her, and she still doesn't like her. And she was trying to go in and destroy her. I think this was a couple years ago. How long was that Street Talk Daily? Maybe 2 or 3 years ago, or I'm not sure. She'd have to post it. But there was this crazy dynamic with that, which brought me into her talking about me. She used that as a reason for her introduction to Troll Stone. And here we are now. Look where we're at. I'm trolling the troll, and I'll continue to. Now, when you stop, I'll stop. When you stop, Jag, I'll stop. Literally, the day you stop, I'll stop. And I'll focus on something else, which is music, which is what I do. I mean, I'm still focusing on that every day. But when you stop, I will stop. And we won't have no issues. Won't be no problems or repercussions. Sharon, what time are you going on? Wait a minute. Don't take Measured Man out of the chat, please. I'm reading what he said. Measured Man said, right, they tried to get me out the chat. You talking about another chat. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry, moderators. The other week, I worked with real victims and result news reports. These people took mention. Oh, these people took attention from real people. Absolutely. Measure Man, thank you for that, family. And I'm sorry that the chat was going kind of fast and my screen is way over there and I'm trying to. I came in this with the attention of focusing on Angie. You guys know that from the day I was on camera when she passed away. Once again, I would have never started talking about Angie if a person wasn't trying to make me into the person that unliked her and stole her royalties, right? Now who just gave me what? Once again, let me get back to what I was saying. So my intention was to focus on Stony. That was it, on Angie Stone. Until somebody said that I took the publishing, me and my brother, and unlifed her and all that crazy stuff. I had to get on and say, why did Angie Stone mention my name? It wasn't cap. It wasn't clout chasing. I wasn't making any money. I could have went on TikTok and charged people for the information. I could have made you guys subscribe, not subscribe, but membership to my channel to do the part 1 through 8. So right there should show you that it wasn't about me trying to capitalize off of clouding off of her name. I was already working with her. If I was really clouding, once again, when she was alive, I would have said on YouTube, guess what, you guys? I'm working with Angie Stone, helping her with her residency. We're going to be working on her new album. That's clout. I would have been doing that. Nobody even knew until she passed when she mentioned my name that I was even working with her. Only people knew that I was working with Angie was the small circle we had. So tell me who's clouding. And tell me who's clouding on me, because there's a lot of people out here clouding on Stone Paxton. I don't mind people mentioning my name. Once again, mention my name in a good light, not in a negative one, because all the things you made up are untrue. That's all I'm saying. So why waste your energy on that? And let's get to the bottom of the real. And that was the hashtag Justice for Angie Stone movement that I started. It was to put focus on her. And I stretched all my videos out to keep the attention on Angie. So there were people saying, why he doing part? Well, he gonna do it a part 20? Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I might do a part 100. Right? I did that because I knew that strategy. You got to remember, I'm in the music industry. So I knew the part 1, 2, 8, it would keep people focusing. So I would do them little by little so we can keep talking about Angie. And it worked. Exactly what I planned to do worked. I brought a lot of attention with the part 1 through 8. People start paying attention. It worked. It worked. I brought the attention we needed to our beloved Angie Stone. And now everybody's talking about it. And I'm happy I did that. Did I take a beating? Yeah. Did people accuse me? Yes, they did. Did people make things up? Yes, they did. Did people say some of the craziest stuff about me? Yes, they did. Did I care? No, because I wasn't doing it for anyone except for Angie, because I felt like this is what I have to continue to do to shed light and to continue to love her in a way she should have been loved. And if people are going to beat me up for that, then I'll just take being beat up, and then eventually the truth will come out and everybody will come back to my channel and say they're sorry because I've had some people come back and do that already. I've had people already come in my inbox and say, man, I'm sorry. I just got caught up in what people were saying, and I should have got to know you and came on your channel and heard you talk. Yeah, I've had people already apologize, and the apologies will continue to come in because I don't need to lie. My phone rings all the time. As I'm here, I'm getting 30 different texts. I got my phone on silent. People keep calling me. Not regular people. Celebrities are always calling me. I'm getting texts all the time with people wanting me to help them with business. This is what I do, you guys. This is what I do for a living. I don't do anything else. I do music business, music, writer, arranger, producer, distribution, marketing, promotions, breaking records, helping artists get in the music industry, helping artists understand this business better is what I do. That's what I do. I don't need to sit here and pretend to be something I'm not, because at the end of the day, it's too easy for somebody to find out if I was being a liar and I was not in the music industry. That's easy for people to research that. It's easy. Very easy to find out. So why should I and would I? Jag, if you're watching this, if you got people on my channel, you guys are reporting back to Jag, tell her this. If she stops, I stop. She don't stop, I'm gonna start. Like I said, I already got my channel set up where I can bring people on here to do an interview. I'm gonna start bringing people on, let them tell their story about their issues with Jag. And I'll sit here and I'll listen. I'll let you guys listen. So I'm gonna start lining up the lady that messaged me. I'm gonna offer her to come on my channel and talk if she's willing. I'm just saying, Jag, you want to do this? We're gonna do this. I'm giving you a chance to stop because I'm gonna keep turning it up on you. And I'm going to continue to turn it up for a long time. I'm giving you an opportunity to get out. I'm giving you your out. I'm giving you your out now. Stop talking about me. Unless you're going to speak about me in a godly way, stop talking about me. Or the interviews start being lined up, and we're going to start knocking them out one by one. And I'm just going to keep it coming. I will put them on live, and we're going to talk. I'm just saying, whatever way you want to handle it, we can handle it. Okay? Don't play no games, because we don't play no games over here. It's all love. It's all love and respect. Let me know where you guys are from. Can you put, if there's any new people on here, please put in the chat what city you guys are from. Eventually, we're going to be putting together this tour of me and my band and me and Meech. We're going to probably be on me and Meech and Alan from Troop. We might end up, just going out doing some of our solo stuff on the road, certain dates, maybe Oakland and different places. So we just trying to peep and see where everybody is from. You feel what I'm saying? Dallas is in the house. Indiana. Oh, Atlanta. I'm always in Atlanta. Philly, I'll be there for this stage play. That's what they're lining up right now. The stage play that I'm in. It's a couple different stage plays. I'll be there like a week. Dallas, I got family in Dallas. I got a few Phillies in the house, man. Philly be in here strong. Yeah, I'll be in Philly. I got to go to Dallas to visit some family. So I'm definitely going to, let you guys know where I'm at. Y'all want to come out and give a brother a hug, bring me some peach cobbler. Let's see. I'm working on this new single That I have a current single out right now. It's called Love on the Dance Floor. They've been playing that overseas on radio on some stations here in the US. It's called Love on the London, UK is in the house. London, UK always holds me down. I love UK. Kansas City in the house. Oakland, Oakland, we got to throw it up Oakland. Oakland. Okay, Nitty, where are you from? Brisket? Say Oakland, Bay Area, UK. I'm Nitty, what is hold on, I can't barely see that. I'm sorry. Oklahoma City in the house. Nitty, send that to me again. Chicago, Chicago, we gotta hold it down. My sister is the president over the Black Chamber of Commerce in Harvey. And Harvey, she's the one that created the Black Wall Street situation in Chicago. My sister, she got a bill approved. My sister be on it, man. She stays on it. My older sister. Yeah, so we're gonna release that single. I mean, that single's out. You guys go to Spotify, add that, download it on iTunes. It's called Stone Paxton Love on the Dance Floor, featuring Alan McNeil from Troop. So once Meech and I get these records done, maybe the albums, we're gonna set up spot dates, try to pull Al out on the road with us. We're gonna do spot dates in different cities with the band to promote these new albums and stuff. So we're gonna do the intimate live situation. And it would have been nice if the Thriller with the Gorillas, she would have been able to be a part of this, but y'all, God don't like ugly, man. That's all I could say. And so you can't help an ugly person when they're ugly inside. From the inside out, it's like you turning some stuff inside out and it's all ugly in there. You can't help a person that's ugly on themselves, right? Miss Williams is funny. Yeah, hey, listen. That's why I call it the Thriller with the Gorilla. Stone Paxton and Jaguar Wright. The Thriller with the Gorilla, because that's how she acting. I couldn't find any other name. So I was like, I'm not a comedian, but I just thought that was catchy. The Thriller with the Gorilla. You know what I'm saying? It fit good with her. Yeah, she did. She grew up in Philly. She was around all the Philly movement when all the great Philly artists was popping off. Jill Scott, Erica Badu. You know what I'm saying? Erica's not from Philly. I think she's from Texas, but that whole music. So all the movement from Philly, she was, Jag was a part of that movement. That's what makes it so sad, man. Like, it's like, why would you mess up your legacy? Even by now, has she focused on her music, she would be that much more known because she created enough attention for 2 years. I would have stepped away from YouTube in a negative way. I would have been showing me in the studio, cutting records. Once you got the attention, you got it. All you got to do is spin that into something else. She had it, and she did not run her play right. She got caught up and obsessed with this YouTube algorithm, and it became her life. And it's just sad to see somebody that is actually put in the work, because she actually put in the work to be in this business. And it's sad. Can nobody take away from her that she put in the work. She put the work in, but then she played herself with her own history. And you just can't, stuff like that, you can't just make up. She has to go back at it and play cleanup. To get back on point, she would have to play cleanup, and that would be with a lot of people. And I would just do a public apology to everybody with sincerity. That's what I would do. I create a day where I go online and I would make a list, and all those people I've damaged or tried to damage from top to bottom in order, I would apologize. That's what I would do. I don't know, man. I don't know, but that's what I would do. I play cleanup, because she's talked about everybody in the music industry and she's not done. I promise you, whatever the latest news is, whatever's happening now, right? Like the Shannon Sharp thing, I bet you she's probably going to do a video on that. And she's probably going to try to talk negative about him, right? This is a black man, right? And we got to remember that. I'm not saying that all black men are perfect. What I'm saying is she likes to bash men, I'm noticing. She has this thing about men, and I'm sure that's probably because of her past and what she's went through, but she liked to bash men. So I'm sure I would be surprised if she don't talk about Shannon Sharpe. If she don't, I'll be shocked. But if you're gonna talk about that girl. Talk about that girl. You can't talk about Shannon without talking about the girl. Why everybody want to attack him? Yeah, he should have saw that coming, but don't just get on there and bash this man. You understand what I'm saying? Now, even I have to be careful. That's why I keep women around me so that they can catch if a woman is trying to run a play on me in a negative way. They can say, Stone, hey, be careful. That's why I keep women around me so they can catch that stuff. They can check me and say, nah, but I'm a funny dude when it comes to that anyway. Like women can't just pull up on me. It's rare. I'm just a different kind of guy. I'm not infatuated with the cat like that. I mean, I love women, but I'm not to a point where I'm infatuated where I'm just gonna play myself. I'm not one of them dudes. This is how respectful I am. I'm such a respectful guy that when I am around my friends and their women or their wives, I don't even look at them. I don't hug them. I barely shake their hands because I like to be treated the way that I treat people. So I have a thing as a man that a man should never even lock in eyes with your friend's wife or girlfriend. This is why I have great relationships with people, because I start with respect first, right? So I don't even approach women. So let's say I saw a woman I really like, right? She would never even know because I wouldn't tell her. I might tell my buddy, hey man, she's beautiful. But I'm still that scary little boy that won't talk to women. I've always been that way. I was a nerd growing up in school, so I never approached women anyway. And even as an adult male, I still don't approach women. I don't. But that has saved me from a lot of problems. Because I don't approach women, it saved me from problems. My relationships that I've had have always been long-lasting relationships, and it's never me that walks away. It's never me having to walk away. Sometimes I have, like, I got to let this relationship go. I've had some beautiful, very few women in my life, but the ones I've had have been very beautiful, beautiful in looks and beautiful in spirit. But sometimes the timing with certain relationships just wasn't the right time. But I don't approach women. I don't. I don't try to holler at women. I don't try to hook up. I don't try to run game. I don't try to use the music industry to get in women's pants. I don't do none of that. I'm different. Although you might look at me and think, oh, Stone got all these women. No, people respect me. I keep ladies around me to protect me from the evilness of those dark elements that come around me. And like I said, women see stuff before men do. They catch those little things. So that's why I keep women around me. Plus, I love to see women in music. So the women around me know about videography, music production. You know, they know because I make sure the people around me are educated about everything. It's not about me having people dummies around me. I don't want no dummies around me. I don't want to be the smartest person in the room. So I make sure that everybody around me is at the same level I'm at. And that's what you're supposed to do, which is not what Jag's doing. She wants to be here. She wants her people to be here. I don't do that. We all got to be here together, knowledge wise, wisdom, financial wise as well. So, like I said, me, I'm very respectful. Me, I don't approach my friends, women. I barely look at them. I couldn't tell you what color their eyes are. All right. That's my everyday life, every day. That's why I'm respected. That's why I'm respected in this business. You know what I'm saying? So when you move right, right comes to you. When you're righteous, righteousness continues to follow you because that's what you're putting out into the universe. And that is what's collectively coming back. Thank you. Thank you, Faye. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm one of them guys too. Like, you know, when women can't just holler at me, it ain't easy, y'all. It ain't easy. I'm one of them kind of guys. It just ain't easy to crack the Da Vinci Code. I'm friends with a lot of ladies, but not a lady. A lot of ladies can never say they ever laid next to me. I'm just one of them dudes. You ain't gonna be able to say you hooked up with Stone. That's just me. That's why I give you my music. I give people my music to love on. You love on my music. That shows me how much you respect me. If you're lucky, that I even went out on a date with you, then that would say a lot. Like, man, he really feeling you. So, and I just don't get caught up in the fashion of, the music and using the music to garner relationships with women. I just don't do that. I'm just a old fashioned kind of guy. I just love good people. I love conversation. I just love good people, and I love black folks, man. I just want to see black folks do well. I love everybody, but I love my people, and I want to see my people do good. I want to see my people. I also, here's another thing that I wanted to talk about. I'm tired of seeing black men bash black women. I feel like it's been enough of it now. It's time for black men to stop doing that. Like it's just time for that to stop, man. Like I get it. I get why it's happening. I get why they say, but do you think that saying negative about black women all the time is going to make it change? It's not. You got to be the change that you want to happen. So if you want to make the change, then you start talking about the change that needs to happen. If it wasn't for a black woman, black men to talk all that wouldn't even be here. So why talk about a black woman? Why don't black women ain't online talking about black men, being negative about black men, saying negative stuff? I mean, you got some that do stuff, but for the majority of the community, black women ain't online. So black men, this black men, they don't do that. They don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So we need to uplift our community. We don't see white people online bashing each other. We don't see Asian people online bashing each other, a significant other of the different sex. We only see it in the black community, because black men feel like maybe the reason why if I get a white girl, if I go date an Asian girl, it's going to be better. It doesn't mean it's going to be better. Trust me when I tell you. Trust me when I tell you. I date Asian women, but there's really no difference between Asian women and black women. It's the same dynamic. I've dated Vietnamese, Chinese, Japanese. They all yell. They all have the same attitudes as any other women in any other race and culture. So don't believe that black women are the bad seated situation. Sisters and brothers are more alike than they think, and that's the problem. We don't want to get along with each other. But I'm just tired of seeing black men bash black women. I think if we have a great conversation and talk to sisters about how we can create a conversation in our community so we don't have to misunderstand. I think if a guy would just if men would sit down and create a forum with black women at the table and just ask them, what is it that we can do to create a better relationship within our community with you guys? And I think this would open up, it would shadow as to why some of the issues we have in the black community, but us just facing off at each other. And you got all these blogs with, black women this, and that's why I don't date black women. It's kind of like, why? Well, why even say that? Like your mama's black, your grandma black. You know what I'm saying? Like your daughter's black. You don't date black women. Make it make sense. I get it if you have your preference, but you can date whoever you want without having to bash a whole community, making like all black women are the same. Black women are different than any other woman. I will say that. Black women have their own way that they operate. I will say that. But you got to respect that, because that comes from the community element of how grandma and the seed, the DNA being passed down. You are not going to change the narrative of how black women should be respected by saying they rude and they got big mouths and all that. You can't change that narrative. What you got to do is figure out as a black man what you can do to get along with somebody that's just like you, somebody in your community, somebody that looks like your mom. It's okay if you want to go off and, date your snow bunnies. That's on you. Nobody's saying not to, or whatever race, but just don't bash black women. The black community has been through enough. We're already fighting with each other. We're already having indifferences. And then we, on top of it, we bash the women. We have to protect the women. That's our seed. That's the seed. If we don't protect the women, what's the future of the black community? What is the future? You understand what I'm saying? Like, we don't have a future. When you get rid of black women, you don't have black men. Men can't make babies with men. Y'all need to really think about this, man. When you get rid of the black woman, you've gotten rid of black men. Y'all better think about that. I mean, I understand some sisters can be complicated, but that complication is what makes it a beautiful thing in the black community. And there's a psychological connection to that. It's not complication. It's just you don't want to hear it. Well, when you choose to love somebody, you choose to love everything about them, even whatever comes with it. As black men say, the mouth, right? If the mouth comes with it, it comes with it. You love your woman, you sit down and you talk to her. Y'all work it out. But we don't need to get online and bash sisters about what we think they are or they are not. So I'm not online bashing. So understand, as a Black man, I am uplifting Jag because I'm talking about how talented she is. And I'm not online bashing her. I'm giving her a taste of her medicine because she's going around here bashing and tearing down other people. But as a Black man to a Black woman, I still circumvent back to how talented she is and how we're here when she decides to get her shit together. We're here to help her. We can't help her if her mind ain't right. And we can't help her if she's going to tear us down. So I'm uplifting her, but at the same time, I have to be the uncle or the big brother and keep her in check because she has nobody that she went to meet. She disrespected him. Who's to talk to her? If she's not listening, how can we talk to her? The Diary of a Mad Black Woman. No pun intended. Listen, I love you guys. You come online, you listen to me run my mouth. Listen, it's not a rant. This is definitely a calculated conversation because I thought about it before I was going to have it. I don't have a script in front of me. We just want to be right, y'all, man. I just want Jag to leave me alone because if she leaves me alone, then she'll have respect enough to leave everybody else alone. That's all we want, Jag. All we want is for you to leave people alone. That's all. Leave people alone. Create your music. Put your tour together. Let's go. If you guys have not become a member to my channel, choose a membership, man. It's not going to kill you. You know, we bringing you exclusive content, letting you peek inside the music industry. I will start doing certain interviews on my live as well, interviewing different celebrities that I'll bring in, interview them on the live. But join that membership and show me some love, man. Keep it solid, keep it righteous. If you love my content and you love what I do, become a member to the channel. It's not going to hurt your pocket. You know, y'all out there buying them $1,000 Yeezys and them Nikes. So y'all can spend a couple dollars to support this channel so I can continue to give you great content and you know, bring you in the studio with me while I'm working on these exclusive records. Faye, I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody on this channel that has showed me love. Hey, brother Meech is in here. You guys say hello to Demetrius Ship. He's in here. Meech, you just missed it. I went in deep for a minute. I don't know how long you've been here, Meech, but I've been here for a minute. But yeah, thank you for the donation. Who is that? Luna's Blade. Thank you, Luna. I appreciate that donation to the channel. Feel free to become a member, you guys. Meech and I will be bringing you exclusive content, celebrities, interviews. We have the workshop that's coming. I just said it. I literally went blank. We have the producer, artist workshop that's coming. It's going to be here in Vegas. I did get some emails already. Thank you for those that have emailed me about it. The flyer is being put together now, so we'll get the flyer out to give you more information and how to be a part of that producer, writer, artist workshop, which it'll be like a 6-week curriculum. It comes with a certificate from Demetrius Ship Sr. and myself that you have completed a course with us in writing, arranging, production, composition, publishing, and understanding the basic elements of the music industry. Faye, thank you for the donation. Faye, I think you joined the membership, Faye. Is that it? Thank you for that. Appreciate you, Faye. All right. I don't know if I'm going to go on tomorrow, you guys. If not, you will see me Monday. I'll pop back in on Monday. If I don't go on this weekend, I'll pop back Monday. But let me say this again. I respect every one of you guys for taking out your time, taking out your day to come and listen to me, share this stuff with you. We come from love. Everything we do here on this channel, it's all about love. Everything you see Demetrius, aka Meech, and I do on this channel or bring to you and my people is all about love. That's it, man. It's all about love and helping people. Because at the end of the day, what I've learned is watching people that were on their last minutes of life. I've lost a lot of friends and family during COVID. And one thing I notice about losing people is when you're able to be with people when they're in their last minutes, you notice they don't, or any drama they had, any problems, they don't even focus on that. They just want to be able to live another day, to see the sunshine, to smell the dew in the morning, to breathe in the air, to watch the sunset and the moon come up. They don't think about whatever issues they had before. They just want to live another day. If only I could get another day. I want you guys to think about that before. And when I get off of this channel, I want you to let that marinate. If today was our last day of being on this earth, what would matter to you? What would really matter to you? What would be the thing that you would focus on the most? And that would be, you would want to be with those that love you around you. That's all you would care about. You wouldn't think about the bills. You wouldn't think about the problems you have. You wouldn't think about who broke your heart, who talked about you. You would say, where's my cousin? Where's my son or daughter? Where's my mom? You just want them right. Well, I want them right here. That's all you care about. So why don't we care about that every day? If we treat every day like it's our last day, we won't do people wrong. We won't be negative to people. We will be very conscious about the moves we make. That's all I'm saying. Think as if every day is your last day, and I promise you, you will not disrespect anyone, because you will be conscious enough to understand that that little bit is a butterfly effect and can affect you long term. Just remember that. That's all I'm asking. Be conscious every day. If I decide to go live tomorrow, I will post a short video saying, hey, you guys, I'm going to go live. That way, you know, I go live. So I'll do a short video and it'll state that I'm going to go live to let you guys know if I'm going to do a live tomorrow. If not, I'll see you Monday. I love you guys. Have fun this weekend. Be safe. And those of you, we got to remember, some people we're talking to today, we might not see them tomorrow. So love them like it's their last day, because you might not see them tomorrow. Stone Paxton, Music and Life. I'm out. We do this for the love of music and nothing else. Let's go, you guys. Have a great weekend. And once again, man, I love you guys. Ciao.